Okay, you can use the sketchbook to help you process what you're reading for either your book clubs or your personal readings. So I just revisited Hunger Games because Suzanne Collins came out with a new book this summer. I love this series. So you'll see in the PowerPoint next to this, reading the Hunger Games, I could have used the sketchbook all kinds of different ways. I could have found an image like this and put it in there. I could have copied a favorite passage from the book into my sketchbook. I could have, if I was like fascinated with the costumes in the movie and I felt like I wanted to try to draw them, I could have drawn a costume. But what I did was I focused on a couple different things that just stuck with me from this book. So one was the coal and the level of dirt that was in Katniss's district. And so you'll see that in my journal. There's like coal bins and there's a knife and there's people kind of trying to climb up this ladder. And there's like a portal, but it looks dark and scary. And then on the other page, there's this like little kid with a cape on, like a reluctant hero. And that's something else that I love about this book and about her character, is that she doesn't pretend to be the savior of anything. In fact, I think she's wrestling in the whole series with an identity and a calling that she didn't ask for and she doesn't want. She doesn't want to be an icon. She doesn't want people to pin all their hopes to her. And so then I have a mirror in the words focus. And I think about that a lot too, about her kind of, who is the real Katniss? If you've read the series, you know, there's this kind of sense of like, is she giving the people what they want because it's her, or is she playing a part, or is she shape-shifting? It all feels unclear. And then another image that came up for me that felt like it related to this book were cairns, which are those little rock towers that you can build. They're precarious, which is what this feels like too. It's like everything has to happen in an exact way for this revolution to take place. But you know, whenever I see a cairn, it's this like halting kind of moment for me of reflection and of how could something like a bunch of rocks make something kind of so beautiful, and it's arresting. And so I don't know, it doesn't make sense linearly. Like if I was going to journal about the book linearly or analytically, it probably wouldn't look like my sketchbook. But that's why this exercise is so fascinating, is when I started letting kind of myself pick images. And what that looked like was I just like flipped through magazines, and if something felt like it wanted to be used, I just grabbed it. I didn't think about it, I didn't overanalyze. I'd be like, I'm not a good artist, or I don't know why I need this. Which is why this also is a good tool for me, because I tend to live up here a lot. So doing this sketchbook journaling helps bypass all of my self-criticism, and it gets down to like the essence of how I really feel about something. So I actually learned about myself doing this sketchbook in a way that if I had written like a 5-paragraph essay, none of those images would have come up.